Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here, and today I for you guys another video of Persona 5X here, and this one is a little bit long overdue here, but this is my impressions of Cherish. Now I would like to say it's kind of like my first impressions of this guy, or technically second, because I did come in here to do the actual training for this guy, and I won't lie, I actually enjoy this character, especially for a standard character. He does a lot in his kit and really makes himself fairly useful. Now seeing I don't have the character myself, I can't really experiment to the at least extent that I want to experiment with, and that is actually using him and Fox side by side. But I can definitely tell you with what he's capable of and what he's able to actually do, my impressions of this character is actually rather high. Surprisingly enough, it's interesting. Like, I didn't expect him to be as good as he really is, but even at low A's, being A0, he's kind of helpful, and if you can get him to A1, that's where he really actually takes off in this actual like gameplay type of deal. So as me, you guys, if you do not know here, Cherish is a defender that is actually able to not only boost our defense here, but just boost our overall damage as well if we are a defender type character or a character who needs kind of these extra buffs. When it comes down to it, normally, especially if you're using him with Yusuke, you want to try and use his skill 2 first, mainly because that allows you to actually really buff up not only just that defense percentage here, but also just allows us to really help out on that main ordeal of actual, I think it was like a buff that he calls like upright mark or something like this. It lets you get those stacks to actually deal more of this damage and get those nice old shields. Now I'm gonna try my hardest to not kill anything to be honest, because I want to just show you certain skills. This is the main thing with this character, and the whole deal when he uses the skill 2, which is going to be the main thing that a lot of you guys are going to be utilizing with Yusuke here, you get yourself a nice old shield, and this shield ain't no weak shield here. This is actually a pretty darn tough shield, and it, boy oh boy, does help actually a lot when it does come down to anything that you do need, whether it's like damage percentage, whether you need to make sure you can tank some damage. Because if we just go ahead and do this here, hopefully they actually end up hitting us. You can see we don't really take much damage whatsoever here. That shield is pretty tough, and this team is not even related to a lot of defense on here. So without a doubt, I really do enjoy this character for the most part, especially with the buffs that he's able to provide and just seeing how he actually does work. Now, normally a different thing that you guys are going to want to do with this character is also kind of rely on that skill 3 of his. The skill 3 that he actually ends up having, from what I've been experiencing just going through this here for the most part, is it's really nice. First of all, you're not only going to be helping out your damage, or at least your defense here, because this is kind of an AoE buff. Instead of like the single target defense buff there, you're getting yourself a actual AoE defense buff, or sorry, I said defense buff, I meant defense shield, and which is really helping out in general. But alongside of this here, you're also able to help yourself by getting a knockdown point, which is always nice. So for example, for a lot of you guys, if we go ahead and do this and we keep the main cursor on our at least Mont here, we should get a knockdown shield, and which is going to help us out. And as you can see, everybody is getting this knockdown shield. All of us, as you can tell, 1, 1, 1, and actually 2 on our closer, which is really nice as well. This helps us out a lot because not only are you providing just those nice old shields, and which is a huge shield as you guys can see on everybody, but you're also giving yourself a decent bit of resistance thanks to the holy protection that he puts on everybody, which is this little function right here. Let's go ahead and actually showcase it right here. I think it's this one, if I'm right. So let me see. Yeah, it looks like it's about this one as well. And that's giving you not only that holy protection, which is helping you out, but it is also helping you increase your damage dealt for that turn and get you knockdown shield, which is really, really nice. So if we go ahead and actually deal some damage here, and I don't know, let's just guard with everybody else, and just to do another single target here. We did 3k, which Mont never does good damage anyways, and it actually gave us a decent buff right there, which was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, the damage dealt is pretty dang decent as well. It's nothing too freaking bad, and he definitely makes this seem a lot better. Now this character still has a lot of things that he brings to the table. Some of the things, of course, are a little bit mainly, I want to say, oriented to if you have what's it called, box on the field for the most part, because that's what he's going to be helping. But if you don't really have Fox on the field, you still get some help from this guy just off pure defense. But another thing that he really at least helps out with here is the just overall buffs that he's actually able to give out with his passives. Now his passives as well makes it so he's actually able to not only increase like shield you in general, but he's increasing the defense that are shielded. Like, so when we are shielded, we're getting even more of an increase on defense, which is really, really nice coming from his passive. And then for his passive 2 here, he also is helping us with effect resistance. As long as we're shielded, we're getting a buff into both of those things, which I already do like when it does come down to this character. And this is all in A0. This is the character A0, and you really want him A1, especially if you want him to max perform the best you want him to do here. But I won't lie, even at A0, he really blows my mind. So, and who cannot like, of course, the character who actually has a little bit of drip too as well. Can't freaking lie with this. The man actually, he got some style. Like, we got of course the moves. They looking nice, looking pretty freaking awesome there. And then if we can get the all-out attack, I would like to show it, but I don't think we can. Unfortunate. But it's pretty darn cool. I'm not gonna lie. This character is one of the few characters that I was going in with kind of low expectations, especially seeing like I was happy because at least it would have been a good partner for Fox, but I was also expecting him not to be too broken, you know what I'm saying? And surprisingly enough, he's actually really, really good to give off. And then we're not even talking about the highlight itself. The highlight itself as well is giving us a holy protection, which no matter what is actually helping us out in that defense percentage type of deal here, helping us out with those nice old shields, but as well is decreasing our damage taken. So even if we do get hit, and I want to just guard, but I don't think I got to guard unfortunately. But even if we do get hit, since we do have that like actual damage decrease from us at least taking damage, no matter what, we take literally nothing. Yeah, I get we're guarding here as well, but we take nothing. And then we do have a chance to do this, which in this little state here, this allows us to actually also be a little bit dangerous when it does come down to the defensive side. It also helps us out, especially when we're doing something like this here. So let's go ahead and utilize, I think it was our skill 3 that actually takes this away, if I remember correctly. And let's go ahead and use this. No, it was our skill 2, unfortunate. But pretty much it's just like a huge boost, which I'm really, really happy for this. And makes me kind of proud for the most part when it does come down to this character. So definitely gotta say, this character without a doubt, pretty dang good, especially for first impressions. I'll have my last impressions on this guy probably later on. And as you can see, since we did use our little stats there, they got a major buff, which is always nice to have since we did get those stacks on up. But all in all, I think for this character, as a standard character, he's really, really good. Of course, I would still not be pulling for him, but he's really good. He's really freaking awesome. He gets everything done that you want him to get done, and I don't freaking mind it at all. But anyways, you guys let me know how you feel about Cherish right now. I will have the build guide either out today, or either I'm gonna have it out tomorrow on at least Monday itself. I really gotta start doing the build guides like ASAP when the character drops. I think I'm gonna try to do that when Haru does drop, or a little bit before she drops, and then that'll happen that way, just to keep things a little bit on track here. But let me know how y'all feel about this. Do you like Cherish? Do you not like Cherish? Are you gonna go for him? I mean, hey, listen, as much as I say I have not been pulling for him, I won't lie, I've been building up this pity for Haru. So if I end up getting him by mistake, it's a win-win in my book. So either way, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button, which for here, and consider subscribing if you are new. We do daily videos anyways here. So peace out.